Found in the dark, broken and scarred. You were there for me. Gave you my heart, it was a part. You were the one I needed. Love like this is really hard to find. Guess I met you at the right time. Found in the dark, broken and scarred. You were there for me. Gave you my heart, it was a part. You were the one I needed. Love like this is really hard to find. Guess I met you at the right time. Gave you my heart, broken to pieces. You fixed it again. But I wonder why I can't let you in. 'Cause I love you but I can't see it through. Found in the dark, broken and scarred. You were there for me. Gave you my heart, it was a part. You were the one I needed. Love like this is really hard to find. Guess I met you at the right time. We just clicked like a switch. I felt that, such let's lose in time with you. I'm sick, you're there, it disappears out of nowhere. Feeling safe, I do. When you don't like the weather, you could really borrow my sweater. I'd rather be cold as ice. If you all want on, we don't care whatsoever. Yesterday was so much better. I'd rather be cold as ice. If you all want on, we see to see everything how it should be. Staring at empty glasses, leaving it all behind. Stupid kids, all so blind, afraid to do it your turn. When you don't like the weather, you could really borrow my sweater. I'd rather be cold as ice. If you all want on, we don't care whatsoever. Yesterday was so much better. I'd rather be cold as ice. If you all want on.
Waking up this morning, the last thing I thought I'd be thinking about would be you. I opened up the blinds and saw your hair tie on my windowsill. Not gonna lie, haven't talked to you in a while. What if I just hit you up? Would it still feel the same? What if I hit you? Said I was coming here. some things don't change. Yeah, some things don't change. Bet you're just as fly as you were that night that we both got high on the bleachers and got kicked out. And over our heads as we looked at the stars, nothing can tear us apart. Like nothing,
Nope.
nothing can tear us apart. I knew the minute I saw you standing there in line, it had to be fake. So in your phone you didn't notice me till I came and said I know that it's been a long time, but it's crazy cause I just phoned you the other day. Whoever takes long with us, following you back to your place. Feels like we're right where we left off, but now I'll make sure this time I make it count. Cause we're not the same that used to be. But some things don't change. Yeah, some things don't change. Just as fly as you were that night that we both got high on the bleachers and fell in love. Heads as we looked at the stars, nothing can tear us apart. Like nothing, nothing can tear us apart. And over our heads as we looked at the stars, nothing can tear us apart. Like nothing, nothing can tear us apart.
I see you wanted man inside the deeper core. We're all left to be lonely. Whatever happens next won't be remembered. They will leave us lonely. I ain't no Superman, but I will fight for you when no one There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. I would. I would. We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't forget you. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. And even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. I would. I would. There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe